Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib, and MBS Highway is created exclusively for NMP TV and brought to you by our good friends at PRMG, working for your best interest. So much talk about, is there a housing bubble going on right now? And we got the numbers from the University of Michigan saying that according to consumers, this is the worst time to buy a home in 40 years. Well, you know what? We agree. It sucks to buy a home now because it's difficult. It also sucks and it's difficult to go on a diet or to exercise, but the benefits are pretty great, right? And yeah, it's a bitch finding a home, but those that have stuck with it, who have gone through the process, they've benefited greatly, haven't they? Look at all the appreciation and wealth that they've created. And this is not about a game of perfect. This is about alternatives. Yes, it sucks to shop for a home and buy a home right now. But you know what? Renting sucks too, doesn't it? And it's tough to find, and it might suck to find a rental. It might suck to live with your mom. And it might suck not to have enough space. Think about it. This is not a game of perfect. So just because people are bitching, people love to bitch. But when it comes down to it, while it's not perfect, while it's not easy, it's definitely worth it. Now, we did get numbers on existing home sales, and those numbers last week did show that the housing market is still very strong, that there's tremendous demand, but inventory is lacking. We got 20% less inventory, prices are 14% higher, and people are still buying homes. Existing home sales are still up significantly year over year by 23%. And the first-time home buyer, for all the talk about affordability, they can't afford it, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Not too long ago, 28% of the buyers were first-time home buyers. And now it's over 30%. It's 31%. It's been there for the past 5 months. Now, somebody's going to come up and say, well, historically, it was 40%. Yeah, historically, 20 or 30 years ago. But back then, historically, you used a flip phone, didn't you? You can't just go by what happened 20 years ago because demographics change. People change. People were having children earlier at that point in time. They wait now. They wait longer to get married. Things change. And we have to understand that the amount of first-time home buyers right now, it is a really strong participating segment. And in addition to that, when you look at demographics, we're going to see those numbers increase because of births that increased 33 years ago that are going to become first-time home buyers over the next few years. So overall, the housing market does look very strong to us, but we're going to get more data this week. We're going to get data on new construction. We're going to get data on contracts on existing homes. Existing homes make up about 85% of the marketplace. And we're also going to get appreciation numbers. Now, this is not the median home price, which is confusing. This is actual appreciation. It's been running about 14%. If anything, it might increase a little bit. And sure, we wish it were a little bit cooler than that. But it's not all bad. Think about all the wealth that's been created for people. Think about the cash that they can utilize. Think about elimination of MI. So for all the bitching that's going on about hot housing market, 66% of the United States own homes, and that 66%, they have reaped the rewards and benefits from this in so many ways. So be careful what you wish for. It's not all bad. We'll also hear from the Fed and get their favorite measure of inflation, the Personal Consumption Expenditure Report, or PCE. Now, if you're not a member of MBS Highway, you're really at a disadvantage. I don't know why you wouldn't be, because you'd have all this at your fingertips, all this to help your customers, help your referral sources, help you do more business. And do you really want to just be mediocre, or do you want to be the best? Do you want to be an expert? Are you afraid to invest in yourself? You want to invest in someone else? Invest in yourself. Invest in your brain. Become part of MBS Highway. Talk to you next week.
Be sure to click on the link below for your free 30-day MBS Highway trial.